Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on LeicesterFanTV.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.
Morning all, welcome to another Fox's Aftermath show, pre-match show, whatever you want to call it. Last week was nice talking about the Brighton game, but now we've got a pre-match show of the Leicester Sheffield United game. We've got Johnny from the Shoreham View coming to talk about his views on the game, and I think we might mention a little bit about Chris Wilder, so I think we better get going.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Morning all, welcome again to the Fox's Aftermath pre-match show. One day I'll get a regular pre-match show, but today we're going to talk about the Sheffield United game, and here's Johnny from the Shoreham View.
Morning,
Johnny,
mate.
How's it going, pal?
As well as can be, I suppose. How's all your way, mate?
I'm good. I bet you've had a busy couple of the last 24 hours have been quite busy for you, haven't they?
Just a bit. I think I've managed 10 minutes sleep as of last night, as the bags under my eyes will attest to. It's not been the best 24 hours, let's put it that way.
No, the first thing we won't talk about the game. We'll have to talk about what's gone on with what's happened with Chris Wilder the last 24, 36 hours.
Where do we even begin unraveling this tangled mess, let's call it? I made my opinions in my video very clear about the board, and it may say mutual consent, but everything reeks of him being shoved out the door. It has been for quite a while. He wanted simple things, like investment in the training ground, which has got the roof caving in. We're a Premier League team, surely we deserve more than 1.5 pitches to play on, a roof that's caving in, sharing with youth team, and taps that work. The basics that you'd expect for a Premier League team. To then be told to do one. It's no secret that some people naysay about Chris Wilder, saying that he's blown hundreds of millions at wall on players. He's brought in what he can, and they weren't his top targets. And when you're paying championship wages, what do you expect, really? And I know that the members of the board, I can't say too much. I don't want to get too many people into trouble till I hear some more facts. But when you're from within the club, that people are being held hostage, not literally, of course, nobody's been held at gunpoint, but being held hostage over their jobs within the non-footballing roles, signing non-disclosure agreements, agreeing to do nothing that makes the Prince look weak or badmouth him, to agree to promote propaganda. It's just a sad state of affairs for the club. And I think this season, with footballing matters gone the way they are, I think people expected too much of Chris Wilder to take a team of a core of players that he's brought up on a shoestring budget, which are his core players, to then lose them and replace them with proven Premier League players for under 20 million quid and 25k a week. And I think he tried to resign in January. I think it just got too much for him. I think you saw after the Southampton game, I think his exact words were, "I can't do this anymore, man," yeah. As he walked towards the Crystal Palace bench. And they wouldn't let him go because they didn't want to pay him off, essentially. They wanted to wait till the Championship and pay him off that way. And I just think it's all come to a head. I've heard that the players aren't happy. They're literally pulling their hair out. They've got intent to do this today for the gaffer. Not that that'll help us with half the back line out. It's just a shame. It's horrible to see because we were all applauding the ownership that came in and replaced Kevin McCabe after years of McCabe, I myself thought that this could be a great change for good, and it's turned out to be the exact opposite. And we've lost the best gaffer we've ever had.
I mean, Derek, you say that he's been there, what, 5 years, has he now?
Yeah.
5, 6 years? So it's the same as Burnley. Burnley have like kept Sean Dyche. I mean, he's not the best manager in the world, but he's the best manager for Burnley, isn't he? And I think that's
of course.
A bit like Chris Wilder was for Sheffield United. He wasn't the best manager in the world. He probably would never get a top job, one of the so-called top 6 jobs, but he does a job for Sheffield United. Because was he a Sheffield United player in the past?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fan, ball boy, player, apprentice, manager, living legend. And I do think he could do I lost my voice there. I do think he could do a job at a top 6 team. Honestly do. Whether he'd run away with it and be lauded as the next pair, but I won't go that far, but I think he'd do a job there.
It's not the profile the top 6 clubs are looking for, unfortunately.
Oh, God, no. Definitely not.
Even though he's done a cracking job. It was a bit like Nigel Pearson with us. Great with Leicester, but a top 6 job, I'm not quite sure. There's a name for it. Oh, no, he's got a job at Bristol City, hasn't he? You wouldn't want Nigel Pearson, would you, really, to be honest? Derek Sears asked, do you think there's a replacement lined up, or has it happened that quickly? You just don't know.
Here's what's the state of affairs is at the minute. You mentioned teams that have gone down and kept the managers. Burnley, they came back up and they've substantiated. Norwich kept their manager. They're top of the league now, running away with it. Bournemouth didn't keep their manager. Eddie Howe had a go at the board, similar to what Wilder's done, and he left. And a certain best friend of his, Mr. Tyndall, stepped in for the job, and they're 7th and he's lost the job. Tyndall's now going to be our number 2 for the rest of the season, along with Alan Nill, and Paul Eckingbottom, formerly of Leeds, our under-23s coach, is going to take over till the end of the season. To me, that would be, look, I'm not going to get on their backs. It's not their fault that Wilder's gone. Nill especially. I don't want to speculate too much. I've heard it on a very good source that he is one of the ones under ransom. They won't answer his phone call, and he don't want to be there. He doesn't want to be the man in the limelight. Doesn't like the media game. He likes to be the quiet man behind the scenes. Rumours of Appleton, because he's close friends with people within the club, currently doing well at Lincoln.
Yeah, he's done well with lower league clubs. Nothing to against Sheffield United being like, but he's done well at lower league. Can he make that? When he went, was he at West Brom for a while? He didn't quite make that step up, did he? That's the thing with managers. I'm not sure going lower league managers is the right thing to do, or would it be the right thing for you? Unfortunately, it looks like you are going. You might be relegated this year because you are a little bit adrift. So you've resigned yourself to that now, have you? Being 12 points adrift, you think?
December, mate. I resign myself to this. I tell them.
The only good thing about it is you've beat Derby's lowest points record of 11 points. Which for a Leicester fan, anybody that beats Derby's record is absolutely brilliant. So I'll congratulate you on that. That's one good thing. But do you think you've got, the manager-wise, do you think you've got to go for a championship manager or try and put your set your sights a little bit higher?
You're asking the £1 million question. It's one I sadly, I don't have the answer to. It all depends what structure is going to work under, because at the moment, we're only going to bring one type of manager and it's going to be a yes man. So what I think's irrelevant, really. What I would like, people have been bounding Eddie Howe about. I don't think he'd work with the club. Great CV, very positive manager. I don't think he has that honesty.
There's a name for you. Man. The Cowley brothers from the old Lincoln.
I wouldn't mind them. I'd take them in Championship. Give them a crack. Why not? If Eckingbottom does well, don't get me wrong, he's a very, very good coach. I think the circumstances at Leeds were a bit... Well, it were Leeds, weren't it? So it worked great at that time. So if he does well, give him a crack at whip, by all means, but not if he's going to be a yes man. That's the last thing I want at the club. Cowley Brothers would be a good shout. I don't think they come, personally. I think they see it as I don't think they see it... A lot of managers are going to see it as a poison chalice, and that's a big issue, really.
See, like Nick Moore's just said, should never got rid of him. Perfect man to bring you back up. It's the same as the Norwich manager. What's his name? Daniel Farke. Yeah. He's done the perfect job. He got relegated, and then he's brought him back. Then they've brought them back up, which I think is perfect. There's no consistency in managers anymore, is there? To be honest, pal.
No, not at all. I'm not going to lay the blame solely at the feet of foreign owners. I think it's a bit disingenuous. I'm sure plenty of British owners are exactly the same. There is this delusion that it's an instant success business and they expect too much of certain people and they don't get the DNA of the club. But I think that could be the same from owners from outside of City. I think that Leicester's been lucky in the regard. And I know that you've had your tragedies with the ownership, etc. But the guy was just a good egg, wasn't he? He had the best interests of Leicester at heart, and that is the owner everybody needs and a manager needs to work under. I know there was some outcry about Ranieri leaving, etc. With the success that he had there, but who knows? But Brendan Rodgers come in, steady the ship, and leading you forward. That's what we need. We need a manager to come in and steady the ship now, because it's a thankless job.
Yeah, you're saying about Ranieri though, Johnny. He was going to take us down. We were 18th with 21 points in February, and it was looking disastrous. Even though we're having a quality time in the Champions League, it's the Premiership, it's the bread and butter of football nowadays, and you need to stay in there. And changes need to be made. Some people didn't agree with it because we won as the league. You should have stuck with him, but he'd have been sacked if he'd got relegated. He'd have been sacked because he's never been in the Championship. He wants to know what to do. So, but I can understand where you're coming from.
I think the thing about that's, as he said, he's never been in the Championship, but not just that. Winning a title for a club like Leicester, no disrespect to Leicester, or that you're a flying club now, winning the title at that time with Leicester, you'd think could put a lot of money in the bank, but faith-wise. But you got to remember, it was his first season. He did that in his first season, didn't he? Yeah,
did that in his first season, his first ever major league title, which I didn't realise that. I didn't know that until we found. So I was quite surprising for you. Tom has asked, because of what players do you think will be shipped out or be bought by other clubs?
Berger, Egan, Jack O'Connell, John Fleck, John Lundstrom, Ollie Norwood.
Billy Sharp?
No, I think he'll stay, or he'll leave on a try. He'll leave on a free. Strikers wise, I think we'll keep Brewster and McBurney. I see it being a mix of under 23s next season and a few
you think
players.
There's going to be a complete revolving door problem this summer?
There was always people keep getting on at me at this and saying I'm wrong and this, that, and the other, and saying that only 2 players that will get. The Prince wants to make a ridiculous amount of money on sales and do it all his way, bringing young foreign players from his football network. That's why he's building this brand on the cheap. I need to stop saying the Prince and making out as though it's all this evil one man. He's got a board of advisors. I'm sure the Prince, as a person, from the few interactions I've had with him, seems like an horrible bloke trying to do his best, but just doesn't get it.
Yeah. Go on.
So, I can see there being a mix of a fire sale and players just not wanting to be there, not after this.
Right, Haley's asked this question twice already. Do you think Billy Sharp will play today?
You see, I didn't do my previewed 11 for this video. I didn't get time to change all the details after Wilder left with all the animations and stuff. But my one conundrum was about up front, and I said if Wilder goes, it'll either be the Championship starting to, which I think they want, is Brewster and McBurney, or they'll go for one last Hail Mary of Billy Sharp and maybe Brewster and Didsey, and go for a 3 up top or something. But I think there's a good chance Billy will feature today. I don't know if he'll start.
Yeah, Billy, it does seem to score a lot of goals at times against Leicester, because he's another born and bred Sheffield lad, isn't he?
Yeah, and played for an Answorth junior team, not far from where I was brought up. Another living legend. Didn't get treated right the first time round at the club. It took him a long time to come back, third spell at the club, and boy, come good, really. Another homegrown story.
I mean, another born and bred Sheffield man, Jamie Vardy. There's the man himself. What do you think? I mean, because he's scored 1 in 13. Do you think it's going to be that time today? He's going to start scoring again properly, or?
Of course it is. He always scores against us. Don't be daft. Look, Vardy's an incredible player. He's a guilty pleasure for a lot of United fans, but none of us want to admit it. But he's one of them players we'd love to play for us, even no matter who he supported. But let's not forget they gave him up, didn't they? And that was your gain in the long run. And if he ever was going to score a lot of goals today with our makeshift defence, missing all 3 of our key defenders, I can see him running riot with his pace and just having the time of his life. Yeah. I can see a lot of Wednesday fans changing their profile pictures to Jamie Vardy again. Let's put it that way.
Do you think? Did you ever replace the corner flag he smashed?
No, he nicked it. He nicked it. The bugger.
We had it on the show the very next night.
Did you?
We had it on the show.
I know he gave it. Did it go to a charity or something in the end?
Yeah, it went to a charity in the end. But a mate of mine, his lad is a photographer, Michael Regan, and he went in there and he just happened to walk past it, and the groundsman were going to throw it away, and he says, "Oh, can I have that?" He went, "Yeah, go on then." Just gave it to him. and he gave it to his dad, who's a big Leicester fan, and we had him on the show the following night. And I've known Johnny Regan for about 100 years. It feels like 100 years, but to get it so quickly, like less than 24 hours live on our show, it was absolutely brilliant.
That's amazing.
Adams just asked a question. Mickey Adams, do you think Mickey Adams is for the manager, or do you think that's going a bit too far back?
One time I've had enough. Never again.
All right.
He took us down to League One in the first place. Never again.
Honest answer. Tom's asked, we're talking about the game, a bit more about the game now. Do you think you'll stick with your normal formation, the 5-3-2, or do you think you'll change it because of the way Leicester play?
With it being Eckingbottom in charge, our under-23s manager, he plays that with the under-23s, to try and build them up for the first team. So with the what can he have had? 10 minutes with the team? I can't see him changing the formation for this game. Maybe the next one, but not this one. It takes too long to prep a team. As I say, my breakfast preview video that's coming out later, who took training yesterday? Because I didn't take it. Wilder didn't take it, so who took it? So there's no time to drill a new formation. So I think it's safe to say it'll be 5-3-2 today.
Neil's asked, there is no point in the Blade sitting back. Are they in last chance saloon? But I think you answered that a bit earlier because you seem to think they'd gone down already.
Last chance saloon were the January transfer window, and that would just it. Failed communication from the board of manager. We needed to bring people in to cover injuries, key players, and kind of Brewster was a gamble. Gamble that's could pay off in the long run, but isn't paying off right now. So it's all right saying don't sit back today. I just don't think we have it in us to really cause any grief at the moment. And I'm not disrespecting the players. They give everything. If they give 100% effort, I can't be too bothered because they've given everything they've got. But we don't have the capability with the players that are missing.
I've been saying that if they give a lot of effort, 100% effort, and lose, I don't mind. But just recently, the games against Europa League game. And then the game against, I can't remember who we lost, Arsenal, we didn't give the 100%. If we'd lost and gave 100%, then that'd have been absolutely fantastic. It would have been. I understand where you're coming from. Simon's beat me to it. He's got the last question as I normally ask. What's Johnny's score prediction today? Come on, pal.
In my deleted preview video before Wilder went, I said 2-0 to Leicester. I thought it was going to be a Vardy double just to rub salt in the wounds. At the moment, I can see it being 3-4-0 to you. Really can.
Because this is the problem we have at home. It's a team. I mean, I saw a stat today that Brendan Rodgers has won all 3 games against Sheffield United. It was a tweet that I didn't want to see that today. Because if you want to break a record, Vidra of Burnley hadn't scored for 18 months and he scores. There was somebody else, I can't remember, hadn't scored for a year and he came and he scored against us. It's just like, if you want to break a record, just come and play Leicester.
I think we had this exact conversation last time we played, I think. So we gave you a free pass on that one as well. So I don't see us changing that anytime soon.
Like Madison and Vardy. When Vardy scored that last minute, Vardy was out the game for 92 minutes. And then the 93rd minute, he scored, and the rest is history, as we'll say. That was a game we were worried about. Right, John, it's been much appreciated. Hopefully, we see you again soon. I don't know. Hopefully, you never. You'll be back. You'll get a decent manager. You'll get Sven. How about Sven? There you go, Sven. Do you fancy a bit of Sven?
I'd rather not speak.
Right. I know your feelings on that one. Well, cheers, Johnny, and
thank you for having me.
Tell everyone where you are and what kind of stuff you do.
So I'm over on the Shoreham View. It's a Sheffield United fan channel with no filter. I've managed to keep myself PG for your guys' benefit today. Not usually the case, not for everybody, a bit of Marmite, but we usually do match day vlogs, but not like these kids walking around filming the feet, boys in the pub talking football, partying, all that kind of stuff. Much better. And at the moment, we're trying to just put out as much content as we can, previewing the games and trying to invite everybody in to have an opinion on the club. So if you're a football fan in general, go give it a check, go check it out. It's always nice to have some outside eyes on it.
Some football banter from other fans. You can't
That's
beat
what
it.
we like. That's what we like. If we were precious, we'd stay off the internet, wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah. This is what we like. This is like being down the boozer, but socially, a virtually media boozer, this is, isn't it? And talking rubbish down the boozer. All right, then, Johnny. We'll speak to you later, pal. Cheers, matey. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's Jack. How are you, Jack? How are you?
Morning. Hello, everyone.
Here's Mark as well. Morning, Mark. You've been sitting in the background waiting patiently.
Was he in a brothel?
No, with that red light behind him, he could have been, couldn't it? Morning, Chris. How are you? Are you good?
Morning. I'm very well, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Oh yes. I forgot all to say. My mum won't be watching this, but happy Mother's Day. Somebody might mention it to my mother. I don't know whether she definitely won't be watching this. She's not up early in the morning for this. So come on then, lads. We'll start with Jack. No, we'll start with Mark. Mark, what's your view on today?
Well, I was on yesterday, and I think they're just broken. There is a new. It's normally a new manager bounce back, but
Yeah.
I can't see them bouncing back. I think they're all deflated, and it was so late last night when Wilder left. It gave Heckingbottom no time to plan anything really, unless, well, not with the players. He might have it on a piece of paper, but I just think they're done.
You think so? Well, even Johnny was saying that he thinks that at Christmas, my lights are flashing a bit crazy. I'm sort of like a disco then, but not quite a disco. Even Chris, even Johnny was saying by December they thought they were going down. I mean, like I said to him as well, at least they've beaten Derby's record of 11 points. That's one good thing.
Yeah, if they hadn't done that, then I'd be saying let's play for a draw so we can at least try and get them over Derby's record. But now that they've done that, we don't feel so bad at beating them.
Yeah. Well, they're above Derby's records. It was 11 points, weren't it? So at least we got them out. At least that's as long as like I was saying to John. At least if Derby stay the worst ever Premiership club, then that's
definitely
that's what we want, isn't it? I think someone here who's this. Cedric, I think he's being a bit hopeful there of a 10-0. So, Jack, it'd be a record breaker. Jack, you probably wouldn't understand that one. So, what do you think, Jack, today the team's going to be? How do you think we're going to step up and line up?
It's difficult, isn't it, now? Because 3 players are back, key players who we need to strengthen the squad going on within the season now. So, what does Brendan do? Does he leave Evans out today? Does he leave Perez out? Does he leave Pratt out? I'm not sure. He's got a headache, really, hasn't he, now with the positions that's come back? And I guess we've missed that creativity, haven't we? And Dennis Pratt definitely offers that. So will Dennis Pratt start? I'd like to see him start and get some game time.
But at the same time, we don't want to sort of make him even more injured, and then that's pretty much him done for the rest of the season.
I know who this is, even though he hasn't clicked the link. That's Terry, because I know his wife's from Derby. So yeah, we've got to stop talking. Yeah, he must be living a nightmare at the minute. Mark, I read something. I mean, about stats and figures that we've got 10 games left. We're on 53 points, and they're saying we need 16 more points for Champions League. Do you think that's right? 16 more points. Do you think that will get us there, Mark?
Well, it's up in the air, really, isn't it? It's like teams that should have won yesterday didn't. And then, like next week, the teams that should win will win. So, I don't know. It's just a really bizarre season. But
you're trying to confuse me there, Chris. We're talking about next week already.
And Mark.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry. I was miles away.
Coffee.
Oh, no. Coffee, no. But no, tea for me.
No, it's just that the games aren't playing out how they should, really. It's like today. I mean, I fancy us to hammer them, but it's just at the minute. Who'd have thought Leeds had held Chelsea yesterday? It was just like,
and who'd have thought Burnley would have beat Everton at home?
But there you go. It's just one other thing is if we do change any players today, I'd have said if we bring Evans back in and go to a back 4, it will stop Cags from going wandering and getting caught short when he goes off on his little runs up front when we're playing with a 3. It needs Evans to control the back 4.
Yeah. So, Chris, do you think Johnny Evans will come straight into the team in place of Soyuncu or Little Wes?
I'm not sure because, again, we've already kind of experienced what it's like to rush players back from injury. when Soyuncu came back straight away, went from injury, and then got injured again. So I'm not sure we should risk it, especially considering the fact that even though we played extremely ugly last week, I think, don't stop a winning team. We still won the game, even though we didn't play at our best. So don't rush it, because otherwise, as I said, we've only got 9 games left after today, and if we rush these guys back from injury, that'll be it for their season.
Yeah. I mean, because there was a post yesterday, Jack. I think you put it on about Maddison being injured and that, and will he go to the championships in the summer? Yeah, the Euros. I wasn't sure whether it was Euros or World Cup. I'm having a bit of a moment this morning. Since them lights have flickered, I seem to have lost the plot a bit. Do you think? I mean, it'd be great for him to go, but then on the other hand, I'd rather have him here, Jack. So it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? Do you want him to go, and do you want him to make himself a bit injured for the following season? I don't know. It's a bit of a, like I say, catch-22, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, I'd love to get Maddison to go to the Euros and show Southgate what he's been missing. But I guess with Maddison, you want him to be fully fit, don't you, for the Euros? You don't want him to be injured and then go to the Euros and get injured again. So I guess with the Maddison problem, it's difficult, isn't it? Obviously, Barnes as well. When Barnes comes back, will Barnes be going to the Euros as well? Because obviously, fans are just going to be thinking, oh, well, we've had all these injuries this season. If they get injured in the Euros, they're not going to be playing next season at the start. So I think we need all of our players fit. But
see, like Nick,
different, isn't it? I guess
Nick's
every club goes through it.
Yeah, Nick's just said, glad Maddison definitely won't be going on international duties. That gives him a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think he definitely ain't playing today. And I'll be surprised if he makes an appearance next week in the cup game. So he'll have like 3 or 4 weeks, and hopefully he'll come back for it's testing my knowledge. What's the game after the international break? Is it Man City after the international break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
England have got a lot of cover as well at the position that Maddison's sort of vying for. So, if he went, he probably wouldn't play. So what's the point of taking him?
And Dennis Pratt, do you think he might get a bit of a game time today, Mark?
He might get a run out, but to be honest, like Chris said, I why rush him back when we're on a bit of a winning streak, aren't we? So you've got options then, haven't you?
Yeah, it was a surprise to me because it was meant to be out till like beginning of April, and then all of a sudden he's come back a couple of weeks early. So hopefully, touch wood, it's not too early for him, Chris.
That's the only thing that worries, especially when people are ahead of their schedule, so to speak. Is the fact that now that is rushing. So I agree with Mark. I think he might get a run in, maybe last 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes maybe, but certainly not starting.
I don't understand what Gray's. I'm not quite sure what he means here with this comment there, to be honest. Talking about Dennis Pratt, and he's saying 4 Pratts there on the screen. I've only put Dennis Pratt on there once, so he wasn't on 4 times, was he? I don't know what Gray's on about there. But hold on a minute. Hold on. Here he is. Here's our man from up north.
Hey.
It's a bit grim up north, isn't it, Ross?
Yeah, you're not kidding. It is grim up north. Oh.
So come on then. You're live.
It is before the wet.
You're live in Sheffield. You're live in Sheffield now,
I actually am. I'm at my mum's. Yeah, it's a massive game today. Obviously, the talk up here is about what happened last night with Wilder and stuff.
Were you walking around last night? Were you walking around with your Leicester shirt on last night, giving it the large, chest out, shoulders back?
No, no, I won't. No, to be honest, it was kind of like when we sat around the area stuff, like they shouldn't have sacked him and stuff. But obviously, now, it's better good for business. I think it's the same more or less with Wilder. Obviously, he took him out of League One, 16 now to Championship, then to Premier League and stuff like that. But it's just one of them things. So, but just because they've got no manager doesn't mean we're going to win. I said it the other day, we have a habit of playing against managerless teams. I'll fly my shirt the best I can. But no,
don't take it off, Ross, and fly it above your head, please. Not now.
No, absolutely not. I don't want to show me rolls off, I tell you.
We've seen your salad, so you don't want to show your rolls.
I'll clap like that, Mark. I'm holding that phone. I'll give that one back. But no, I mean, we have a habit of not playing against a team. Well, we only play against teams that got no manager. We don't play very well sometimes. So we need to, take it as it is, pretend Wilder's still the manager and get the 3 points. I mean, it's a massive game, not just for me, but it's a massive game for Leicester today. We need to win this to prove why we're in that top 4. A draw, no.
And stretch the gap.
No. You're right. We need to stretch that gap. And I think if there was ever a time, Ross was rolled.
That's a great name for a calf, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic name for a calf.
No, it is. No, that is. I tell you what, if I ever open it, do you know what? I might call it Ross's. Ross's. What is it? Pull up again. Sorry,
Ross's Rolls.
Ross's Rolls. Well, I'll tell you what. That could be my Leicester Food TV name for it.
That could be it. Ross's Rolls.
Tell you what, I don't usually give credit to Adrian Bramley, but I'll give that one. So from now on, it's known as Ross's Rolls.
Ross's Rolls.
Right. As long as it's not a Rolls Ross.
Yeah, as long as it's not Rolling Ross.
He might be driving a Rolls Ross after that.
Yeah. No, well, I'm a bus person. Since it's 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll say I'm a bus person.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
But yeah, no. I think on a serious note for today, we need to win. We've got to win today. There's no draw is not acceptable unless we're 3-0 down, come back to 3-3, I'll accept that. But we need to win this game today. They are bottom of the table. They are a tough side. They are a good side to be fair. And if there was ever a time for Jamie Vardy to score for the first time, he scored what, 1 in 14? Is that what he said?
1 in 13.
1 in 13. If there was ever a time for Vardy to score, today is the day. I mean, obviously, as long as he doesn't destroy the corner flag, because Top will make him pay for it. But I think, obviously, with him being a Sheffield Wednesday fan, he'll probably want to rub more salt into them wounds of obviously Wilder leaving, Sheffield United being bottom of the Premier League. So he'll be up for it more than anybody today. I think they all will, but him more, if you know what I mean.
What's the weather like up there, Ross? It looks a bit cold. It looks a bit cold.
It is a bit cold up here.
Is it? I thought you were meant to be a bit rock hard up there in Sheffield.
It was a bit nippy. My mum's just about to go to work, so I've said Happy Mother's Day to my mum. So, see you later, mum.
Put her on. Let's all say hello to her.
The Leicester Fan TV would like to say hello to you. 1 second.
Turn the camera around.
She's called Rowena. 1 second.
Hi.
Morning, Rowena. Happy Mother's Day.
So happy Mother's
Day.
What did Ross give you? Nice bunch of flowers in a card or a box of chocolates?
I got a laundry basket.
Oh, did you?
Laundry basket and a new iron.
Full of dirty clothes, yeah.
Plenty of laundry to fill it up with.
I won't be surprised with Ross.
It's his stuff.
It's all his stuff. Right then. So you went round there this morning, Ross, not just to wish your mum a happy Mother's Day, but to take your dirty laundry round.
No. I stayed over last night. I had a time. Oh yeah, okay, last night. So I forgot. I keep forgetting. So you're not one of your own northern. So last night I had a Chinese last night. And I thought I'd take the dog out as well. So yeah, that's. It is very grim up north, I tell you. It is before.
Very grim.
It is very grim.
I'm loving these comments, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Right,
I haven't read them yet. I'll look forward to reading them.
You'll have to watch them. Right, we'll let you get back inside, Ross, because you look a bit cold there. You look a bit nippy there.
But yeah, I'll be on before, because I'm doing, obviously, because it's, I've got loads of Sheffield United friends today. I'm doing a watch on myself on my channel, my page. But I will. See you, Mum.
See you, Mum. Bye.
See you, Mum.
The same bye as well. In tip car. But no, I'm doing one myself because obviously I have some fun with him. But I will pop on just before I start. I'll go live on mine as well.
All right, so
let's get back.
From our northern correspondent, we shall see you later, pal.
See you in a bit.
See you later, matey. It's a bit grim up north, isn't it? There was a question up here earlier from Neil that I wanted to ask you about. We were looking at him, I think, beginning of last year. Pulisic from Chelsea. Looks like Chelsea want to get rid of him. Do you think? Here it is. Do you think he would be right for us? What do you think, Mark? Do you think Pulisic from Chelsea would be a good fit for Brendan's style? I'm not too sure.
No, I'm not keen, to be fair. I think we've got to pick players that fit the squad that we've got, that don't upset the apple cart. We all know that Vardy and Schmeichel run the dressing room and
rule the roost.
Rule the roost. If you get on the wrong side of are them, then you're pretty much history, aren't you? So, no, I'd
No,
leave
you
it
never
alone.
want to get on the wrong side of a Vardy. No, you never
No.
never want to get on the wrong side of a Vardy. No.
But Chris Gutter, as you said, he's got to be better than under, though, hasn't he?
Well, I can't see us signing under, to be honest.
No, that's what I mean. I
It's
think there'll
such
be
a
a
shame.
space there.
It is such a shame.
is. And like Adam said, Pulisic, he'd rather see Pulisic there all day. He's proven, isn't he? But I understand where you're coming from, Mark. I do understand where you're coming from about that. It's just, we looked at him before, didn't we? And I think he went to Chelsea for some 50-odd million, was it? I think it was. I can't remember exactly how much. Neil, you put the comment in. Do you know how much he was when he went to Chelsea? Neil, can you answer that? Try and find that one out first. Yeah, he is a 100% player. But yeah, it just depends what we need and who goes, doesn't it, next year, Chris, doesn't it, in the summer?
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of players?
we're still heavily rumoured with Edouard. We're apparently close to a deal already, we hope. But apparently we're now going to get gazumped by Arsenal. So we need to watch out for that one. But no, I mean, I think someone's just put as a comment as well about getting Zaha.
No, I wouldn't.
Don't
I
ever
wouldn't
get Zaha.
No, I wouldn't get Zaha at all. Right then, lads, before we go, moment of truth. We'll start with Mark. Your score prediction.
I said yesterday, 4-0.
4-0. Who did you say that to yesterday?
I was on with Jack.
Oh, Friday.
Friday. Sorry. No, I've had my jab and it's
You ain't
really,
dreaming
really
about me,
upset my
Mark.
system. I've lost the plot.
You've lost the plot.
I've had
looks
my
like
COVID jab and it really made me ill. To be
I've
fair.
got to wait till
you're-
May for that.
Your arm's not dropping down a bit then, is it? It's still there, is it?
No, I had bad headaches and I
Great
was.
show over dinner, Mark.
Oh, just hold on a minute. Let me just 1 second. Ross has come in now. He's changed his name. Ross his rolls.
Love it. Live from the kitchen. No.
Ross, you never said. Ross, I'm glad you come on because you never said your score.
Yes, that's what I came on for.
Yeah, go on then.
That's
What's
I
your
came
score?
on for. I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester. Yeah, 2-1
2-1.
Leicester. I think we'll be exactly the same as Bramall Lane. We'll go 1-0 up, and then they'll equalise. And Jamie Vardy, last minute winner.
Oh
I
God, I couldn't be doing
guarantee
with another
I
squeaky
hope
bum.
that's a
Couldn't
guarantee.
be doing with another squeaky bum time, I'm afraid. All right then, Ross.
You know what? I think it'll be brilliant. I love it.
Oh no, I couldn't be doing with that, pal. Not 2-1 last minute. That would do me head in. Right. Cheers for that, Ross. We'll speak to you later, pal. He didn't say hello. He didn't say bye then, but it doesn't matter with Ross. So you said 4-0, Mark. Chris, what are you going for?
I'm also going with the score that I went to on Friday with the Leicester City 3, Sheffield United 0. And I'm going for a brace from Nacho Man and a Vardy goal as well.
It'd be
I'll
nice
go
if
with the brace.
Nacho, that'd be his third on the bounce. And there's still enough games for him to beat Vardy's 11 in heaven, isn't there? He could beat it. If he scores every game from now to the end of the season, that will be 12 games. He could beat Vardy's record.
As long as it stays in Leicester. We want it to stay in Leicester. We want that record staying with us.
Yeah. Bradley's just answered that question for me. 58 million Pulisic went to Chelsea for. I think that was a little bit out of our price range, to be honest. And Jack, oh yes, because the Leicester City women play Durham today, don't they?
12 o'clock.
They won 7-0 last week, didn't they? And it looks like they're going to go into the... When they win this league...
Heskey's doing a brilliant job.
If they win this league, do they go into the WSL? Is that the league they're aiming to go into?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you see
I
that
think
goal
so.
by that? Is it Goat? Her name?
Yes. Oh,
it
storming
like-
goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely
Storming
fantastic.
goal.
She could play for us today.
Oh, yeah, could do. Then come on then, Jack. What's your score today, pal?
3-1 to Leicester. I'm going to go Coletti to score, Tavares and Tillemans.
You think Tavares will play?
Yeah, I think he'll come off the bench and score.
Will his agent be standing on the sideline with his pen and paper ready?
We need it, don't we? Because he's out of contract, isn't he?
Yeah.
Billy Sharp score for Sheffield United.
Billy Sharp to score. That'd be, he normally scores against us, doesn't he?
Yeah,
don't forget, lads and lasses that are watching, to join us at 1:20 for the live watch along. with me, Phil, Locks, Tom, and who else have we got? Oh, Jack, you're there, aren't you? I forgot you.
Oh, yeah, you would.
We've also got Jake Watson, big Leicester fan, from TalkSport coming on at 20 past to preview the game for us. So that's another one from TalkSport. They're all coming on, doing me work in the background, trying to get people on. No agent fees involved, but the way it is nowadays, it's all done for favours. Rightio then, Chris. Last thing, what you got to tell us? Anything important? Are you working? Did you work last night?
Yes, my radio show was absolutely brilliant. I had quite a few listeners in last night, so thank you so much. So catch me next week, Saturday, 7 till 9 on pcrextra.co.uk, year of the week, 1989.
1989.
Yeah.
Wow, what was I then? 19. Yeah, that was a good year, that was. 19 was a good year for me, 1989. I remember it well.
Yeah,
Do you remember it, Mark?
Year I was born.
Behave. I'm not 19 years older than you. You're a lot older than me, you are.
Yeah, 1989 is a special year for me as well, because it was the year I was conceived.
Oh, God, right. We had Locks going on about this last week being late, and now you're on about being conceived. All right, then. You're going, Chris. Bye-bye now. Anyway, I'll see you later. Oh, God, this show gets worse. Last week, I don't know. Let's not go on about that. Right, Mark, anything you've got to tell us this week? Oh, how did your jab go? Was it all right?
I went very well, mate. After it, I had it on Thursday, and I'm still on paracetamol now. Bad headaches, and you feel like you're getting the flu.
So it's not been like some people have been saying really, really bad. Just more like flu and.
My daughter had hers Friday, and because she's only like 21, hers was even worse. Because apparently, the younger you are, the worse effects you got. It made her really feel quite sick, but. No, I'd sooner have it than not have it. But
yeah. Oh yeah, totally agree with that.
But the doctor, when she gave me the injection, she did say the side effects could be headaches and feeling nauseous, and she said you feel like you've been drunk, and I'm like, well, there's no difference there then. But yeah. No, it wasn't brilliant, but it was like
it's better to have it than not have it.
Damn straight.
Rightio. All right then, Mark. We shall speak to you later.
Right, send me a link for the.
Yes, I will do, pal. Yes, I will do.
All right, see you guys.
For the doodah. For the doodah. All right then. See you later. See you later, Mark. Thanks a lot. And Jack, what have you been up to last week? Anything special?
Just done a few shows for you and that. You're technically my agent, really, innit? So
I try my best. All right then, Jack. So you'll be on later as well, won't you? Oh, hold on. Have you had your? No, I haven't had mine yet. It should be soon, hopefully. They've just started our age group over here. And before you say over 60s over here, no, it's the 45s to 55s over here at the minute, before everyone says. So I'm right in the middle of that 45, 55. So I'm right in the middle of that before people start saying anything and saying I'm old. So I am old, but not that old. Oh, I heard that, Ailey. I heard that in the background. I think all 111 people heard that, Haley. Right. I'm glad Doncaster had a boring 0-0 draw like yesterday. See you later, Jack.
See you later.
See you later, Haley. Bye. Yes, Adrian, I just do look older, don't I? Think I'm older than you. I'm 50 feet. I've just turned 50. Oh, you on Twitter today? Right. Yeah, I'm oh, Bradley, behave with yourself. I don't look that old. Look, I've got more hair than a 90-year-old. But right, thanks for watching. Adrian, yes, I do look older. I had a very hard paper round when I was a kid. So yeah, that's why I look older. Right. So much appreciated everyone watching. Don't forget our watch along later at 1:20. Make sure you come and join us live on YouTube, other social platforms. You can watch it on Facebook and Twitter as well, but YouTube is a better stream. We've got Jake Watson from TalkSport coming on at 1:20. So please come and watch us. So it's ciao, ciao. Hold on a minute. I'm not quite ready to say that yet. It's ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. Top of the morning to you. Come on, Leicester.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.